Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? I've been weeding and weeding and weeding this garden. Like, I've spent 2 to 3 hours every night weeding this garden. Uh, the weeds on one section last night were this high. They were a foot high, easily. We planted seeds, so, and the weeds, we've had so much rain, so the weeds are coming up just as fast as the plants. So you have to weed really slow to find the plants and not pull them out. And which is where I'm headed now after this, is to go weed again for another 2 to 3 hours. It's stressful, but I'll tell you what, it's a workout. It's literally a workout. I just can't believe I'm weeding this much. Yeah. Do you weed? I hate weeding. I really do. But it's actually kind of therapeutic to sit there. I take my shoes off and I put a towel down and I'll sit there and weed, like between the rows or where the plants are. And then between the rows, I'll stand up and just pull them out. But yeah, it's a whole process. I can't believe I'm doing it. So since I have to go get there, I am going to keep this short and sweet. This is the last Here Comes Summer soap. Literally, I think so, I hope so, the last of the summer soap series. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I saved probably the funnest one for last. And 3 things: be kind, be forgiving, be you, and let's go check out the last of the Here Comes Summer soaps, Polka Dot Bikini. I bet you are just dying to know what kind of soap I made with this Play-Doh volcano. Yes, a Play-Doh volcano. Well, first of all, I actually made my first batch of actual soap dough. I don't think I've purposely made soap dough before. No, I don't think so. Have I? Not purposely. Maybe accidentally, or just saved it, or, but this was on purpose. So that is Love of Sunshine with, in that container. And then all I did was put some saran wrap on it, and I put it in a Ziploc bag. I'll show you the whole process. And I'm sure you don't have to do it this way, but this is what I did. Here's my Ziploc bag. Put it in my just an old Ziploc bag. Fold it over to keep all the air out. Okay. And I put it away for 24 hours. And I checked it. Maybe it was 12 hours. It could have been 12. It was the next day. And see, it's not saponified. Well, is it saponified? It's got to be saponified, you guys. Because I can touch it. So, but I put it, took it out of the container, put it in this little saran wrap. Okay, and just let it set for another 12 hours. Okay, that's all I did. There we go. Zipped it shut, rolled it up, took the air out, and put it away. Now, every baker uses flour to roll out pie crust. That was my theory. So I was going to use my kaolin clay as the flour for my dough, my soap dough. You can see it is very, very soft. It's sticking to my table, my silicone mat. And yes, very soft, but I was like, you know what? I need it soft. So I was just going to see how bad it was, but it wasn't too bad. It actually, got better the more I messed with it. I was very careful, like I'm telling you, I used it as a flour. Okay? So this still doesn't explain the Play-Doh thing. But, so basically I have dough. I have Play-Doh. Play soap dough. That I am going to put in that little volcano over there. Yes. And when I'm done playing, I don't like Play-Doh. I actually, honestly, hate Play-Doh. I've told you this, right? Like, my mom used to make the homemade Play-Doh for us as kids. And my brothers would make these huge tracks on the table. And then they'd drive their monster trucks on them. And I think my brother was, okay, so he was probably maybe 5, if I'm remembering correctly. Old enough to clean it up, but he never cleaned it up, right? And I would be stuck, can you clean up the Play-Doh? Oh, I hated it. I hated the feel of it on my hands. I hated that it dried. I hated it totally. And when my cousins came over, the youngest one, she would make Play-Doh cookies, and she'd eat them. I kid you not, she'd eat them. Ugh. It just grossed me out. So for me to play Play-Doh, it's pretty amazing. But anyway, so I made the little sticks, okay? Because I needed straight little lines. And I kind of looked at molds, and I kind of thought about shaving it down, and in the end, this is what I went with. And so all I'm going to do is carefully attach these little pixie stick things. I don't know what you call them. And the best part was, what the best part was? It's soap. So it cleaned up beautifully. It cleaned up better than the damn Play-Doh does out of those containers, let me tell you. Because I hate Play-Doh in there. I'll just let it dry out. I'll let it sit there for, 3-4 days till it's totally dry, and then pick it out with a knife and throw it in the garbage. I hate Play-Doh. My grandkids love Play-Doh. My kids love Play-Doh, so can't say anything. But, okay, so my theory was to make all these little long sticks the length of my mold. Okay, so I'll get my mold there so you can see. Okay, that's a little short. Okay, and put them just like soup noodles, you guys. Do you know what soup noodles are? They're it's flour and egg and mashed potatoes, and you make a dough, and then you boil them, and then you fry them, and you eat them with ketchup. I haven't had those in so long. I have to try making those again. My kids were impressed. My dad used to make them all the time. My grandma made them all the time. I'd have to ask my mom if she made them, or if she just left that to my grandma. They're awesome. Yes, I should pass that tradition down to my kids before it's lost. But it's really sad how many traditions we lose. Yeah. But anyway, this was the theory, okay? This is the theory for this soap. Make a lot of sticks, and I'll show you. I made a lot of little sticks, and I got to play Play-Doh with all this soap dough. Okay? All the soap dough. This is the best part. I'll let you watch it one more time. Just, it's a volcano. So here are all the little sticks I made out of the soap dough. And then I had a little bit extra, so I made some balls. So, getting to the soap is called Polka Dot Bikini. You all think I'm totally lost it, don't you? So, since it's one color soap, the mica is already in my oils. And I'm actually adding the fragrance oil to these oils. Yes. Okay. And in goes my lye water. Oh, you want to know what the fragrance oil is? It's a discontinued one from Wholesale Supplies Plus, but it's not their brand. It's another brand called Bare Naked Lady. And I have to say, it has some really interesting notes to it. It's very fruity, very sweet, but yet there's some undertone there, But, like I said, it's one color, so it's basically, here's the soap, and then we're going to try and make it thick enough to hold so the soap dough doesn't move. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let it set up a little bit so that it doesn't move. And now I've divided out my sticks. I'm gonna call them sticks, you guys. And I've divided out my sticks and my layers to how many sticks I'm gonna have and how many layers I'm gonna have. Okay? I have a little diagram like off to the, you can't see it, it's off to the right. I'm so nice, ain't I? But so in theory, I was starting with 5 sticks. That one, he's in there. He just kind of got shoved over. And then I'm going to lightly cover up them because it is so thin yet, with a thin layer, okay? And you can still see them. I think I covered them totally up though, but they were kind of floating, which didn't help anything. But so my patterns, I'm hoping to alternate them a little bit between. Now, these, I made them the same day. This is the same day I made them. I didn't really, they didn't, they did sit a little bit, but it's not like they're dry or anything. And I was actually amazed at how easily I was able to put them together, like to roll them together, because they were short pieces. And execution isn't always my thing, but it worked really well. Okay, so again, I think I put 5, and then I put 4. You didn't move that one. I'm trying to move them over, but I should have just took a stick. I should have done it properly, took a butter knife and moved it over. As you can see, it is starting to get thick finally, which is great. It didn't really matter. I want it fluid enough, but you want it thick enough, yet to hold the soap dough. And you can see it's not even breaking the plane. It's literally sitting on top of it, because it is so thick. Perfect, which is perfect, right? That's what we wanted. Yes. And this is Blue Tide, actually. Is this Blue Tide? Yes, this is Blue Tide from Mad Micah's. So, mermaid blue with the ocean one, okay? But you can see how this is a little bit different. There is some sort of weird difference between the two. I love them both, but it's a thing. So he got voted to be with the polka dot bikini. Don't ask me. I don't know. I think I had the song in my head one day, itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. And I went, oh, that'd make a cool soap. And then I was just like, well, how would you make that? And from there, a star was born with the volcano Play-Doh thing. We have quite a few Play-Doh things. We have more trucks though. They came out with the trucks, like the crane and all that. Yeah, we have a few of those. And then we had this, it was like a Hawaiian thing, which is where the volcano came from. And yeah, so I don't think you can probably find them on eBay, but I didn't have the little thing that pushes out, like an extractor that would push out the little circles. I did, but it didn't, they were too big. Do you know what I mean? They were just too big for me, so. And I cannot tell you how nervous I was to cut this. I was so excited, but so nervous. Like, was it going to turn out? And it did. Oh my gosh, it did. Of course I know it did, and you've seen, yeah. But, I was ecstatic because I didn't know, you just never know. Is it going to turn out? Is it going to come out the way I think I planned it? Did I do it right? Was there something I did wrong? I was just like, oh my goodness. Yes, plan well executed. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I made some sample bars. That's what I was doing. Yeah. It's a whole nother thing. But oh my gosh, can you not say they're not cute? Like literally, oh, hello, polka dot bikini. Yes. Nobody ever says what the other color is. It could be white, it could be red, it could be, blue. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, this one was executed. This is one of my favorites.
And here are the fragrance notes to this yellow polka dot bikini bar. Here are the bars right after I cut them. And here they are when they are totally cured. Go me. And as always, I hope you had a good time. Thank you for dropping by. And I will see you next time. And God bless.